We would like to start this event by welcoming all the dignitaries. So I request Sri Arun Kumar Gupta, Chairman, Institute of Marine Engineers, Mumbai branch, to honor the chief guest for the evening,
Sri Sarbananda Sonowal, Union Cabinet Minister, with a bouquet and a memento. May I have the bouquet and memento on stage, please?
Thank you. I will now also request Sri Arun Gupta ji to honor Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan. Yeah, sorry, the shawl also. Let's hear a huge round of applause, please. Thank you. Gupta ji, I would like now to request you to honor Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan, IAS Secretary, Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, with a bouquet, memento, and a shawl. We have the bouquet and followed by the shawl and the memento. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much. Sri Arun Gupta ji, please request you to honor Director General of Shipping, Sri Amitabh Kumar, with a bouquet. Huge round of applause. And last but not least, a bouquet for Sri Rajiv Jalota ji, Chairman, MBPT and IPA. Welcome, sir. Welcome indeed to this event. Thank you so much, Gupta ji. I would now like to call upon Sri Rajiv Nair, Chairman of INMARCO 2022, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you very much, David. Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ministry of Ayush. Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan, Secretary Ports, Shipping and Waterways to the Government of India. Sri Amitabh Kumar, IRS, Director General of Shipping and Additional Secretary to the Government of India. Shri Rajiv Jalota ji, Chairman Mumbai Port Authority and Chairman IPA. Senior officials from the Ministry of Shipping, Chairman and officers of port authorities, DG and officials from TERI, President Mr. Vijendra Jain and senior members of IMEI, authors, panelists, fellow mariners, members of the shipping fraternity, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the 12th edition of the INMARCO, the quadrennial International Maritime Convention and Exhibition, which the Institute of Marine Engineers has been organizing since 1982. Not only does INMARCO propagate cause of marine engineering in alignment with our stated aims and objectives, but also, more importantly, serves to showcase the prowess of maritime India to the rest of the world. We are indeed honored to have with us today at the INMARCO, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal, Honorable Cabinet Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ministry of Ayush. Despite his busy schedule and the celebrations of the National Naturopathy Day, he has honored us with this gracious presence today, thereby motivating and encouraging us even more. Thank you very much, sir. Warm welcome to all those present here today. The INMARCO is not an event of the Institute of Marine Engineers alone, but a joint venture with all of you, the stakeholders in the Indian shipping industry. The Green Shipping Conclave was a similar example of teamwork and jointmanship, where all stakeholders are participating to ensure preservation of maritime environment. I thank you all for coming here today to participate in the INMARCO and making it a success. Thank you once again, sir, for gracing the event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajiv. And I would now like to call upon Sri Vijendra Kumar Jain, President of the Institute of Marine Engineers, India, to say a few words, including the initialization of digital platform in IMEI. Sri Vijendra Jain. May we have some clapping? Thank you.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Honorable Union Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways, and Ministry of Ayush, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan, IAS Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping, and Waterways, Director General of Shipping and Additional Secretary to the Government of India, Shri Amitabh Kumarji, IRS, Mr. Rajiv Jelotaji, Chairman, Mumbai Port Trust and Chairman, IPA, Mr. Arun Kumar Gupta, Chairman, Mumbai Branch of the Institute of Marine Engineers, Mr. Rajiv Nair, Chairman, INMARCO 22, Mr. David Birwadkar, Convener, INMARCO 22, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As a president of the Institute of Marine Engineers, it is indeed a distinct honor and privilege for me to welcome you all to the flagship event of the Institute of Marine Engineers India, the International Maritime Conference, that is INMARCO 2022. INMARCO, which was started by our illustrious seniors in the IMEI for 4 decades back, has been held every 4 years without a gap since 1982. INMARCO 2022 is therefore the 11th edition of INMARCO, and it gives me great joy to see how INMARCO has evolved both in importance and stature over the years. Every INMARCO has added something new. This year's INMARCO has had the blessings of the Office of the Director General of Shipping, and a green conclave has been organized for the industry in conjunction with the DG Shipping. INMARCO, when it was initially conceived, was created as an opportunity for technical minds to get together and deliberate on issues concerning the maritime industry. It has, however, grown to do multiple things, such as encourage the young minds with a technical mindset by organizing a student session. We were fortunate to have the Vice Chancellor of Indian Maritime University, Dr. Malini Shankar, here with us yesterday, and students from maritime training institutes from across the country enthusiastically participated in delivering presentations and model making competitions. INMARCO 2022 has also an exhibition being organized in parallel, where equipment manufacturers, service suppliers, and all other stakeholders of the maritime industry are utilizing a chance to display the advancements that they have made with their products. The Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard have also come on board, and we are grateful for their representation and cooperation during INMARCO 2022. The other major professional bodies of the Indian maritime industry, namely the CMMI and the INA, have also joined hands with the IMEI to organize this marquee event. The theme of this year's INMARCO evolving maritime world for a greener and sustainable future is of particular significance as the whole world is discussing climate change and is concerned about global warming. Our Honorable Prime Minister has promised that the world will meet 50%, that India will meet 50% of its energy needs from renewable fuels by 2030 and transition to a net zero carbon economy by 2070. By all accounts, India is well on course to achieve its short-term target. Accomplishing the decarbonization target is, however, a costly proposition for our country. In fact, in a document released in the ongoing COP27 at Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, notes that adapting to a climate change could cost India as much as $85 trillion, 85 trillion rupees. That is why India, the fourth largest emitter of CO2, has its task cut out. Historically, the development of a successful maritime sector has been pivotal to the economic development for a large number of developed countries who have been bestowed with an abundant coastline. India, with over 7,500 kilometers of coastline, can be no exception. Apart from having a multiplier effect on the economy, the maritime sector itself has the potential to contribute significantly to the national GDP. In sync with the INMARCO 2022, the theme Evolving Maritime World for Greener and Sustainable Future, the Institute of Marine Engineers India's resolve to go green and digital, amongst others, we have taken 4 initiatives. Number 1, it is the iLibrary. We have digitized all our library books over the last couple of months, and we have also digitized all our valuable monthly technical magazines, such as the MER. They are now available with several search facilities, and students and members who wish to search for any shipping topic can easily do so. Number 2 is we have developed an app called iConnect. This will enable our over 12,000 members to remain in contact with each other. And in this digital age, this app can also enable members to search for other members by category, be it sailing engineers, superintendents, surveyors, people from other cities, etc. The third initiative, digital initiative, is about a new look website. This will be helpful in booking in numerous courses which are organized by the IMEI. And we do believe that the website is world class. And the fourth initiative, we have bifurcated our valuable technical magazine, the MER, into 2. The first part will be a monthly technical journal, MER, which will solely have a technical content. And the second part is the digital newsletter magazine. We are naming it iMelange. The e-magazine of the IMEI members would be a digital magazine only for internal circulation, and it would primarily contain articles about IMEI, head office, branches, updates, news, additional technical contributions. We shall request our chief guest and our Honorable Minister of Shipping, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, to release this newsletter later, a bit later, and to dedicate the same to our members. It's indeed heartening to see such active participation in the maritime industry, in INMARCO 2022. The numerous foreign delegates who have taken time to visit our country have added a new dimension to the ongoing deliberations. We hope that they have enjoyed the warm Indian hospitality. We are confident that the discussions will result in impactful decisions being taken and any course corrections which are necessary for addressing the issues of global warming. On behalf of IMEI, I thank you all for participating in the success of INMARCO 2022. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Vijendra. It was very heartening, and it is very heartening to see such rapid strides being taken of progressive nature, of initiatives being imbibed by IMEI under able presidentship. I now request our respected Director General of Shipping, Sri Amitabh Kumar Ji, IRS, to address the August gathering on this occasion. Please appreciate.
बॉम्बे गई थी बीच में तो अच्छा एक एग्जीबिशन थी मेरी वहाँ पे अच्छा दो तीन दिन वहाँ पे
Respected Minister of Port Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, respected Secretary, Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways, Dr. Sanjeev Shankar ji, Sri Rajiv Jalota, dignitaries sitting on the dais, dignitaries sitting off the dais. This conclave has been historic, as it is for the first time that the Directorate General has decided to side with one of the most popular maritime events that gets conducted every 4 years. And the theme selected for the conclave has been one of the most relevant and interesting themes for the shipping in the current situation. For the last 2 days, the experts have been deliberating the way forward for shipping, which is standing at a crossroad at this juncture. While on the one hand, efforts are being made to digitize and digitalize the shipping operations to the extent possible, which to me is a precursor for having any kind of autonomous operation of vessel. On the other, shipping is grappling with an immediate, intermediate, and long-term target to turn green. 2 years back, we had successfully transited to a low sulfur fuel regime. There were apprehensions in the beginning whether shipping as an industry would succeed in its mission to go for low sulfur regime. But somehow all the stakeholders got together and succeeded in meeting the timelines that were required for the new low sulfur regime. Now the challenge is to reduce GHG emission as per the targets set by IMO and the target that the Honorable Prime Minister has set for 2070. Shipping does not work in isolation. It is supported by engine manufacturers, shipbuilders, ports, fuel suppliers, the entire logistics chain for fuel supply, scientists, R&D, experts, regulators, and the entire international community. The effort that needs to be made is to ensure this transition in such a fashion that it does not put any additional burden on the low and middle income families.
A lot of inputs have been received in this conclave from various agencies, including the agencies involved in financing green transitions. And I'm sure when the report is published for this conference, a lot of inputs, valuable inputs, would be made available for the policymakers to chart out future course of action for a smooth green transition. In the directorate, we have been making a lot of effort in making ourselves paperless, and a lot of initiatives have been initiated in the last 3 to 4 years to make all our processes digitized. But these efforts were in the first phase more towards creating ease of doing business for our stakeholders, especially the seafarers and the shipping companies. The next phase of digitization is attempting regulatory aspects also. And digitization of these regulatory aspects is resulting in creation of valuable data, which is useful both for the maritime administrations and the shipping companies in designing their processes, in designing their policies, and in designing their strategies. We had a few years back launched a portal called Swachh Sagar portal. In English, it translates to Clean Sea Portal. The first phase of this portal had a facility for online reception facility. All the ships calling at Indian ports had the facility to register their requirement for reception facility at Indian ports. And all the ports have been linked to the portal, and it is ensured that the reception that is received at the portal is finally disposed of as per the law of the land in an approved manner. We are now introducing 3 new utilities on this portal. There will be an online mechanism for fuel consumption reporting by all ship owners and operators. While this shall facilitate ship owners by providing paperless reporting of fuel consumption, which is mandatorily required under MARPOL Annexure 6, the system shall ensure that the directorates identify inefficient ships and port operations, enhance efficiencies, and reduce fuel consumption, and thus carbon emissions and cost of ship operations. The ships get bunker in India through approved bunker suppliers who after delivering bunkers, issue a bunker delivery note, envisaging that the new carbon emission regulations shall move shipping from a single fueled industry to a multi-fueled industry with different ship types operating on different fuels. This new e-bunkering delivery note module shall not only facilitate ship operators with e-BDN, but also help in future identifying bunkering requirements of various fuels at various ports across India. The other modules related to prohibition of single-use plastic is designed in such a way that apart from demonstrating online compliance, the system will facilitate ship owners to identify availability of suitable, sustainable alternatives to items made of single-use plastics at various ports across India and the world. The Ballast Water Convention came into force in 2017, and the ships fitted with equipment to treat ballast water are noted to be facing considerable failures of equipment, either due to inherent design problems or the equipment not designed to operate with waters at certain ports around the world. The system allows ship operators to report such problems through this online system, enabling the Directorate to project the problems at IMO, where the BWM Convention is under revision. Sir, it is our effort to ensure that Indian shipping and ships around the world calling at our ports are provided the facilities and the equipment that they require for their future endeavors. The three new initiatives that you would inaugurate today would help the international maritime community and especially the Indian shipping community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. As always, your words are very inspiring and heartening. I must add at this time that you have managed to build up a huge connect between the maritime industry and the administration, and there is free flow of exchanges for a better and sustainable future for the Indian maritime industry. There is a growing focus on maritime environment and the various new environmental regulations. Digitalization has played an important role in achieving the ambitious targets being discussed by the industry. Citing this, an initiative, as mentioned by Shri Amitabh Kumarji, has been taken by the Director General of Shipping to develop the digital platform Swachh Sagar, which contains various modules related to maritime environment management. We will now have the inauguration of the largely enhanced digital platform for maritime environment management by Honorable Union Chief Cabinet Minister Sri Sonowal ji. May we have the Thank you so much, sir. Another great initiative by the Director General of Shipping, keeping in line with requirements of today. Following up with the next item on the program, we now have the release of the Institute of Marine Engineers India's inaugural newsletter, which is named I Melange by the Honorable Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal. I requested the editor of I Melange, Shri Sunil Kumar, to come on stage for the official release of the newsletter and hand over the buns to the Honorable Minister. This is one more wonderful initiative by MEI, and I congratulate Vijendra and all members who conceptualized this. You can join them for the photograph. Thank you so much, Sunil. Would now like to request the Institute of Marine Engineers members to leave the dais for some time, because we have a very, very important item on the agenda, probably the highlight of today's evening. We will start off that one by playing a short movie on the Center of Excellence in Green Ports and Shipping. But before that, let me just say what is this event about, because I think it's important for all of you all to know why this is been made such an important event, or the highlight. We will be shortly having the MOA signing for the National Center of Excellence for Green Port and Shipping to be conducted. The Maritime Vision Document 2030, released by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in November 2020, is a 10-year blueprint on India's vision of a sustainable maritime sector and vibrant blue economy. This COE will help on policy and regulatory support to the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways for developing a regulatory framework and alternate technology adoption roadmap for the green shipping to foster carbon neutrality and circular economy, CE, in shipping sectors in India. Having briefed, I would now request the video to be played so that we can all see what is being done. May we have the video?
India is the 16th largest maritime country in the world with a vast coastline. The shipping industry in India plays a vital role in country's trade and commerce. Most cargo ships that sail between East Asia, America, Europe, and Africa pass through Indian territorial waters. India has 12 major ports and 200 non-major ports. Ports in India handle almost 95% of trade volumes in India. Ministry for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, India, intends to increase the share of renewable energy to 60% of the total power demand of each of its major ports, from a present share of less than 10%. This will be through solar and wind-generated power. The ports have also aimed to reduce carbon emissions per ton of cargo handled by 30% by 2030. The Maritime India Vision Document 2030, released by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, is a 10-year blueprint on India's vision of a sustainable maritime sector and vibrant blue economy.
These projects have an investment potential of $31 billion or rupees 2.25 lakh crores. This will further strengthen our commitment of overall development of our maritime sector.
India has been selected as the first country under the IMO Green Voyage 2050 project to conduct a pilot project related to green shipping. India will also be implementing IMO energy efficiency requirements for existing ships and carbon intensity requirements on all its vessels, whether coastal, or international in order to help achieve IMO GHG reduction targets. All industry sectors are moving towards achieving carbon neutrality and implementing CE measures ahead of Government of India commitment for the year 2070. The shipping sector, which is both energy and resource intensive, also needs an implementation roadmap to achieve energy and resource neutrality. To achieve the goals, Ministry for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, along with Deen Dayal Port Authority Kandla, Paradeep Port Authority Paradeep, V.O. Chidambaram Port Authority Thoothukudi, Cochin Shipyard Limited Kochi, and the Energy and Resources Institute TERI, is setting up National Center of Excellence in Green Port and Shipping. Partners and the ministry are entrusting TERI, an independent non-profit organization, for the realization of the center. TERI has capabilities in research, policy, consultancy, and implementation. Together, we can achieve greener goals.
Thank you so much. May I now invite on stage Sri Rajesh Kumar Sinha, Additional Secretary for Port, Shipping and Waterways, and Dr. Vibha Dhawan, Director General TERI, that is the Energy and Resource Institute. May we kindly have you on stage for signing the MOA. I will also request Dr. T.K. Ramachandran, Chairman, V.O. Chidambaram Port Authority, Sri Sanjay Mehta, Chairman, Deen Dayal Port Authority, Sri P.L. Haranand, Chairman, Paradeep Port Authority, and Sri Madhu S. Nair, CMD, Cochin Shipyard Limited, to join on stage. This is the momentous occasion for INMARCO. So may we have a huge round of applause. What an event. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. We can now have the IMA dignitaries back on stage. We would now request Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, to say a few words on this momentous occasion. May we have a huge round of applause. He spared some time to come here from his busy schedule.
Respected Minister, Sri Savananda Sonowalji, my distinguished colleagues, dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries in the audience, my friends from the maritime sector. At the outset, I would like to thank DG Shipping and the organizers, the Institute of Maritime Engineers, for organizing this green shipping conclave. I hope the deliberations and the recommendations of the conclave will help India become a world leader in the emerging area of green shipping as the world moves towards a carbon-free economy. Shipping contributes about 3% of the total global greenhouse emissions, and 9% of the global greenhouse emissions for the transport sector as a whole comes from the shipping sector. The deliberations today hopefully will help the maritime sector as a whole achieve the target that we have set in India to have zero emission by 2070, and also help achieve the IMO target of reducing the carbon emission by 50% by 2050. All this calls for immediate concerted action. The government itself has had a whole lot of initiatives, which includes adding more than 500 gigawatts of renewable power by 2030. In the maritime vision itself that was mentioned, we have set a target that our ports will reduce their energy use and increase the renewable share to 60%. Some of our ports have already gone ahead, and some of our ports, for example, the Mangalore port today is 100% operated on green energy. The ports, of course, would also have to include targets for converting the port equipment to electric systems and the shore power arrangements, which have to come into play. The National Green Hydrogen Mission that has been announced has an ambitious target of producing 4 to 5 million metric tons of green ammonia, green hydrogen. For the shipping sector, the target is that we would have 2 vessels on green ammonia or green hydrogen by 2027. To make it happen, collaborative efforts would be required between all the agencies in terms of designing it, in terms of putting the entire ecosystem in place. And to meet that challenge, the conclave today and the further deliberations that we have would be very, very important. DG Shipping itself, as was mentioned, the green energy voyage, which they're implementing with IMO, is helping decarbonize the ferries in Assam, the tugboats in our ports, the waste energy recovery systems of ferries in the Mumbai port. The Cochin Shipyard Limited, which is one of the signatories for the MOU that was signed today, has been doing pioneering work. They are constructing a fleet of 23 battery electric diesel hybrid passenger ferries, which will carry 100 passengers. They have also constructed the Aditya ferry, which has been operating in the Cochin backwaters for quite some time now. Both these projects of Cochin Shipyard, I've just told, have been internationally recognized, and they've just been awarded international awards yesterday. The Cochin Shipyard also recently built 2 autonomous electric ro-ro ferry boats for ASCO under the Norwegian Green Shipping Program. Autonomous green ro-ro ferry boats, 2 of them, and they have already successfully delivered it. And as a result of that, they have got more orders on their books. Now, these are pioneering initiatives which some of our people on the port side, our Cochin Shipyard has undertaken. Cochin Shipyard has also got orders for electric catamarans to be used as water taxis for urban transport at some of the important locations like Varanasi, Guwahati, and this would help decarbonize the urban transport ecosystem that we have, where alternative means of transport like waterways are available. Some of our cities and towns have gone ahead. For example, Varanasi has now a unique arrangement of onshore fueling of boats which ply along the Varanasi Ghat by CNG, and boats which were there have been converted to CNG and to greener fuels. This is a landmark achievement because the fueling of these boats has to be done on floating jetties, which GAIL has been able to implement and commission successfully, and hopefully could be a model which other cities can adopt in the future. The leadership role which CSL has taken in green shipping, it has partnered with leading institutions for undertaking research on alternate fuels and greener technologies, which hopefully can be commercialized. The ministry has also approved a project for Cochin Shipyard to have indigenous hydrogen-fueled cell vessel for 100 passengers, for which they have signed a MOU a few days back to again deploy it successfully for urban transport. The transition that is underlying the various elements involve technological changes, legal framework to be created, the policy framework to be made, the financing arrangement. All these call for coordinated action between the various stakeholders, and it calls for partnership. Today, the MOU that has been signed for setting up the Center of Excellence for Green Ports and Green Shipping is a partnership of the ministry with TERI, Cochin Shipyard Limited, and our ports. The ports are the locations which have been identified as the hub for green hydrogen mission, where India wants to become a net exporter of green ammonia and green hydrogen. And the ports which are part of the signatories to the MOU today, hopefully in the days to come, would become the hubs for production of green hydrogen and green ammonia, and be able to ensure that it goes out to countries all over the world. I would like to thank DG Shipping, the Institute of Maritime Engineers, for organizing this conclave. And I hope with the recommendation and the concerted effort of all of us, we will be able to make India the global destination for cost-effective solutions for innovative green maritime technologies. I thank you all and wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an inspiring speech. I can surely say that the future of Indian shipping and Indian shipbuilding is indeed bright. Well, it's now time for the highlight of the evening. We'll be hearing from our most respected Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, and Ministry of Ayush, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, the chief guest for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Minister, huge round of applause, please.
Namaskar. Respected Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan ji, Secretary Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Respected Amitav Kumar ji, Director General of Shipping. Respected Arun Kumar Gupta ji, Chairman, IMI Mumbai branch. Respected Brigender K. Jain ji, President IMI. Respected Rajiv Nair ji, Chairman INMARCO, International Maritime Conference 2022. Respected David Birwarkar ji, Convener INMARCO. Respected Rajiv Jalluta ji, Chairman Mumbai Port and Indian Port Association. And respected ladies and gentlemen, सबसे पहले मैं आप सबको कॉन्क्लेव में आप लोगों ने लिया, इसके लिए मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं।
और डीजी शिपिंग को विशेष रूप से मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं, साथ साथ में इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैराइन इंजीनियर्स आप सबको, क्योंकि आप लोगों ने 3 दिन का जो ग्रीन शिपिंग कॉन्क्लेव आयोजन की, इससे देश की हमारी सबके प्रिय, विश्व के सर्वाधिक लोकप्रिय नेता प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की जो सपने, उनको साकार करने के लिए आप लोगों ने प्रतिबद्ध हुई। मुझे लगता है कि अब दुनिया की मानव समाज ने निर्णय ले चुकी है कि हमें अपने पर्यावरण को बचाना होगा। हमारी इकोलॉजी, एनवायरनमेंट सही रहे, इसके लिए हमें हर कदम पे विशेष रूप से ख्याल रखना होगा, ध्यान देना होगा। तो इसलिए ग्रीन पोर्ट हो या ग्रीन शिपिंग, इसका मूल लक्ष्य यही है ताकि इस पृथ्वी में बचे हुए प्राणी सुरक्षित रहे। सबको मालूम है पानी से ही प्राणी को प्राण मिलते हैं, और हम मैरीटाइम सेक्टर में सब लोग अपने कर्तव्यों को देश के लिए, दुनिया के लिए पालन करने जा रहा है। इसलिए हम सबको इस विषय पर विशेष रूप से सावधानी दिखाना होगा, सावधान रहना होगा, ताकि हमारी सारी गतिविधियों में कोई प्राणियों का किसी भी हालत में नुकसान ना पहुंचे। I believe that is the special carefulness adopted by the global society, and we all understand, we all deeply realize how Honorable Prime Minister, right from the beginning, he has been giving special emphasis to promote the biodiversity that is in India and the globe. And that is why in his speeches, we always get certain distinctive direction how in every step of our initiative, we should be careful in caring our nation. तो आज आप लोगों ने 3 दिन की जो भी कॉन्क्लेव, इस कॉन्क्लेव में अगले दिनों में 21वीं शादी में जो दुनिया में मैरीटाइम सेक्टर में जो हेल्दी कंपटीशन का माहौल बन रहा है, इस कॉम्पिटिटिव माहौल में हम अपने शक्ति कैसे दिखाए, क्योंकि ये जमाना है टेक्नोलॉजी का, इनोवेशन का, हाई एंड स्किल का। तो इसलिए हमारी शक्ति हमें दिखाने होंगे। तो अगले दिनों में हम जो भी नई कार्यक्रम हाथ में लेंगे, इस कार्यक्रम के जरिए देश की अर्थव्यवस्था को हम मजबूत बनाए और हम खुद अपने आत्मविश्वास को जगाने का हम काम करें, और आत्मविश्वास जगाकर अपने शक्ति को देश की हितों के लिए हम सही दिशा पर उपयोग करें, ताकि हम इस देश को by 2047 we could make India self-reliant nation, आत्मनिर्भर भारत। आत्मनिर्भर भारत निर्माण की सिलसिले में हम सब एकत्रित हुए हैं। इनके लिए जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी, जो पॉलिसी, जो इनिशिएटिव, जो रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क, इन चीजों पर हमें विशेष रूप से कदम उठाने होंगे। तो इसलिए आज मुझे ये जो समझौता हुई टेरी का साथ, हमारी शिपयार्ड लिमिटेड, दीनदयाल पोर्ट, टुटीकोरिन, पारादीप और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पोर्ट, शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज, तो इससे मुझे लगता है कि काफी लाभ होगा और हमें दिशा भी मिलेगा और अपनी शक्ति को आधुनिक बनाने के सिलसिले में अब जैसे आप लोगों को मालूम है, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने सागरमाला प्रोग्राम के जरिए हमारी पोर्ट की कार्गो हैंडलिंग कैपेसिटी उन्होंने बढ़ाने का काम किया। आज पोर्ट अगर मॉडर्नाइज नहीं हुआ होता, पोर्ट लेट कनेक्टिविटी डेवलप नहीं हुआ होता, पोर्ट को हम मॉडर्नाइज डिजिटाइज अगर नहीं किया होता, मैकेनाइज नहीं किया होता, तो वो शक्ति हम दिखाने के लिए काबिल नहीं है। तो मुझे लगता है कि आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो भी विजनरी प्रोग्राम हाथ में ली है, चाहे सागरमाला 2035, इंडिया मैरीटाइम विजन 2030, हर विजन ने हमें लक्ष्य दी है और उसी दिशा पर अपने शक्ति दिखाने के लिए हम लोगों ने सब एकत्रित हुए हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि पिछले 8 साल का जो अनुभव, इससे साफ जाहिर है कि आज देश का जो प्रगति, देश का जो विकास जिस हिसाब से बढ़ने लगा है, तो आज देशवासियों का मन में ये उम्मीद जगने लगा है कि हम कर सकते हैं। अब दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान का इन्फ्लुएंस, ग्लोबल इन्फ्लुएंस मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जैसे बढ़ रहा है, आप सब लोगों ने देखा है। ग्लोबल पीस के सिलसिले में हो, ग्लोबल यूनिटी के सिलसिले में हो, हर विषय पर मोदी जी के लिए आज दुनिया का सभी देश बड़े उम्मीद से अपेक्षा करते हैं। मोदी जी क्या बोलेंगे, भारत क्या बोलेंगे। यानी कि आज आप लोगों ने अलग अलग परिस्थितियों में मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जो शक्ति दिखाया गया है, जैसे विश्व में अपनी इन्फ्लुएंस बढ़ाने का काम किया है, इसकी वजह से आज हर भारतीय इस विषय पर गर्व महसूस करता है। मुझे लगता है कि हम अब उसी स्तर पर आ चुके हैं कि अब हम पीछे देखेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि आप पीएम गति शक्ति नेशनल मास्टर प्लान, मल्टी मॉडल कनेक्टिविटी, नेशनल लॉजिस्टिक पॉलिसी, इन चीजों ने तो और भी शक्ति बढ़ा दिया, मनोबल बढ़ा दिया, दिशा दिया। यस, दिस इज द राइट वे ऑफ प्रोसीडिंग। ये पहले हमारे बीच थे नहीं। आज हम लोगों ने अपनी ही फैमिली, सपोजिंग मैरीटाइम फेटर्निटी में, शिपिंग फेटर्निटी में, पोर्ट फेटर्निटी में, अलग अलग फेटर्निटी में जो भी लोग हम शामिल है, तो हम लोगों ने अलग अलग विभाग के बीच तालमेल पहले हुआ नहीं करते थे। अब इंटीग्रेटेड अप्रोच माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो दिखाया है, उनका कहना है ये देश हम दुनिया के सर्वश्रेष्ठ राष्ट्र के हिसाब से खड़ा कर सकते हैं अगर हम सब एकत्रित हो जाए। 130 करोड़ जनता को एकत्रित करने के लिए उन्होंने महामंत्र शुरू किया है, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास। This is how he has integrated the nation, and through this integration he could able to enhance the power of the personality of India and Indian society in all the sector. अब देखिए, कोशिन शिपयार्ड लिमिटेड किसी ने अपेक्षा नहीं की थी, आपने तो दुनिया का बहुत बड़े लड़ाकू जहाज बनाने में सफलता प्राप्त की। ये देश का शक्ति है। 76% इंडिजिनियस एफर्ट, इंडिया इंडिजिनियस एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर INS विक्रम। तो अब हम खुद कर सकते हैं। ये विश्वास कोई मामूली सफलता नहीं है, ये हमारे लिए महाशक्ति है। अगर हर व्यक्तियों का मन में ऐसे ही भावना जाग उठे तो हम दुनिया का सर्वश्रेष्ठ बन सकता है। आप लोग ऐसे ही निश्चित रूप से अपने आप को प्रस्तुत कीजिए, मन बनाइए। लक्ष्य परम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दी रखे, ग्रीन शिपिंग, ग्रीन पोर्ट, और आज दुनिया को ग्रीन बनाने के लिए दुनिया के मानव समाज प्रतिबद्ध हुए है। COP26 अलग अलग बैठक में जो अंतरराष्ट्रीय बैठक, हर बैठक में सब लोगों ने इस विषय पर अपने समर्थन व्यक्त की है। कैसे इस पृथ्वी में, प्रकृति में जो शक्ति भगवान ने दे रखा है उसको सही हमको मान्यता देना होगा। ये खुद के लिए, हर प्राणियों के लिए। अगर एनवायरनमेंट, इकोलॉजी नहीं रहा तो हम नहीं रहेंगे, कोई प्राणी नहीं रहेगा। ये हमारे लिए बनी है। ये उपलब्धि आज मानव समाज में जाग उठा है। इसलिए इस विषय पर दुनिया के सारे देश एकत्रित हुए हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि आज हमें भी इस विषय पर अपने अनुभव दिखाना होगा, अपने कर्तव्यों को निष्ठापूर्वक पालन करना होगा। और आज मुझे लगता है कि आप लोगों ने जो सेवा की है देश के लिए, जो आप लोगों ने शक्ति दी है, ऐसे ही महाशक्ति बनते हैं। तो हमारे हिंदुस्तान में 130 करोड़ जनता रहती है, इतना बड़ा परिवार। ये परिवार अगर एकत्रित हो जाए, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत की मंत्र से अगर जुड़ जाए, मन से, दिल से जुड़ जाए, तो निश्चित रूप से ये विश्व का महाशक्ति बनेगा। I do not want to take much time. I have to again proceed to Calcutta tonight. And I'm really thankful to all the organizers, particularly DG Shipping and also Institute of Marine Engineers. You have rightly taken the initiative, which is very much important, relevant at this moment, not only for India, for the global society too. So I believe this is how we'll have to serve the nation as well as serve the world, because maritime trade के जरिए ही विश्व का बाजार, विश्व का व्यापार नियंत्रित होते हैं। तो इसलिए इतना बड़ा हमारा जो दायित्व है, इस दायित्व को हम कैसे निष्ठापूर्वक निभाए और इसमें हमारा शक्ति कैसे दिखाए, हमारा सुपीरियर स्किल कैसे दिखाए, हम सबसे अधिक शक्तिशाली है, इन विषय को हम कैसे साबित करें। तो इसके लिए मुझे लगता है कि अलग अलग जो हमें अपनी 20 इनिशिएटिव ले रखा है, इन इनिशिएटिव को हम कैसे सफलपूर्वक आगे बढ़ाए। तो इसके लिए आज आधुनिक भारत जो निर्माण हुआ है, इस आधुनिक भारत में आप हम सबको इस विषय पर विशेष रूप से प्रतिबद्ध होना होगा, नई पीढ़ियों को उपलब्धि जगाना होगा। हमारे देश के अंदर जो युवा शक्ति है, अगर युवा शक्ति को हम इस विषय पर प्रभावित करें, प्रोत्साहित करें, प्रेरणा दे, दिशा दे, तो निश्चित रूप से युवा शक्ति के द्वारा हम दुनिया को जीत सकते हैं। तो इसलिए मैं चाहूंगा हर अपने कदम को हम कैसे इंफॉर्मेशन, एजुकेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन, इसके जरिए हम सारे देशवासियों को जानकारी दें, क्योंकि हर इनिशिएटिव को विशेष रूप से हमारी नई पीढ़ियों को जानकारी देना होगा, ताकि उनको भी समझ में आ जाए कौन सा दिशा पर कैसे क्या क्या कदम उठाया जा रहा है, क्या है ग्रीन शिपिंग, क्या है नेशनल हाइड्रोजन मिशन, क्या है ग्रीन पोर्ट। इन चीजों को नई पीढ़ी समझे और हर स्कूल हो, कॉलेजेस हो, यूनिवर्सिटी हो, डिस्कशन का विषय बने। आज 3 दिन का जो कॉन्क्लेव आयोजन किया गया है, मुझे लगता है ऐसे ही इन विषय को you should percolate to the ground, and because now this is the age of digital technology, digital platform, digital activity, तो हमारे लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। We can communicate all the schools, all the colleges, all the universities, all the stakeholders, so that let the people understand about our initiative, about our target mission. So I believe this is how we'll have to make this kind of event very, very successful. अगर जनता जुड़ जाए, जनता का मन बन जाए, तो कोई भी असंभव नहीं है। और हमारे बीच ऐसा एक नेता है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी। आज दुनिया के है, सिर्फ देश का ही लोकप्रिय नेता नहीं, दुनिया का सर्वाधिक लोकप्रिय नेता है और सबको मालूम है ऐसा एक नेता है जो मार्गदर्शन देते हैं, सही दिशा देते हैं और ईमानदारी से, निष्ठापूर्वक, देशभक्ति की भावनाओं से देश की जनता को सेवा करते आए हैं और सफल पूर्वक सेवा किया है। उनके 8 साल के कार्यकाल में जो सफलता प्राप्त की है, इसलिए हम सब उनके नेतृत्व में सुरक्षित महसूस करते हैं और हमारा सबका यही मानना है कि हम उन्हीं के नेतृत्व में विश्व का सर्वश्रेष्ठ राष्ट्र बन सकता है। मुझे लगता है कि इन चीजों को हम आगे बढ़ाए और हम बढ़ाएंगे, क्योंकि this particular event should have follow-up action, continuity जारी रहे, है ना। या 3 दिन हुए और भी आप अलग अलग, जैसे हमारा इनलैंड वाटरवेज 20,000 किलोमीटर्स और कोस्टल ईस्ट एंड वेस्ट 7,500 किलोमीटर का, भगवान ने इतना बढ़िया हमें मौका दिया है, भगवान ने दिया है। इन चीजों को हम सही मान्यता दे, स्वीकार करें, इसके जरिए हमारी भविष्य को हम बड़ी सफल बनाएं। और मुझे लगता है कि आप सब इस विषय पर निश्चित रूप से अगले दिनों में निष्ठापूर्वक काम करते जाएंगे। इसी उम्मीद का साथ फिर से मैं आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं। और आज इस माहौल को देखकर ऐसा लगा है आप लोग इतना सीरियस बन गए हैं, कभी कभी मुझे, हाँ संजीव जी, सबको इतना सीरियस हो गए ये शायद नदी में वो सीरियसनेस है, पानी में वो सीरियसनेस है। पानी महाशक्ति है, कि पानी का बिना तो कोई नहीं जी सकते ना। किसी ने कहा है, मजे मजे में किसी ने कहा है कि मैं तो मानता हूं वाटर इज द विजडम, वाटर इज द वेल्थ, वाटर इज द एनर्जी। साथ में किसने कहा है कि भाई पानी में पैसा है, पानी में पैसा है। ये सही है संजीव जी। और इस दुनिया के आज व्यापार किससे चल रहा है? पानी के द्वारा। जलमार्ग प्रभु का दिया हुआ वरदान है, उसी जलमार्ग के सहारे से हम अपने जीवन आज जीते हैं और समृद्धि बनाने के लिए हम लगे हुए। तो मुझे लगता है उसी लक्ष्य को प्राप्त के लिए हमें सबको जोर जाना चाहिए। और इस सभा का जो माहौल है, मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे अब बनाए रहिए और थोड़ा बीच में थोड़ा रिलैक्स भी बनिए एनीवे, थैंक यू सो मच। जय हिंद।
तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए। हमारे दिल से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आदरणीय मंत्री जी। We are indeed indebted to you for sparing time from your busy schedule and to encourage and support the INMARCO 2022 event for its justified theme and also the Green Shipping Conclave and initiative of the Directorate General of Shipping. Now, finally, for the vote of thanks. On behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to thank Sri Sarbananda Sonowal, Union Cabinet Minister, Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, and Minister of Ayush, consenting to grace this occasion with his august presence. We are indeed grateful to you, sir. We are also grateful to Dr. Sanjeev Ranjan, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, for gracing the occasion. We would like to also thank Sri Amitabh Kumar, IRS, Director General of Shipping, for constantly encouraging us and supporting us by attending all relevant events on request. We would also like to thank Sri Rajiv Jalota, Chairman, Mumbai Port Association and IPA. We would be missing something. We would not thank the Director General of Shipping officials and especially Mr. Ajit Kumar Sukumaran, Sanjay Kumar Barrier, Vikrant Rai, Dr. Pandugundan Raut, and all others for actively helping us and guiding us for ensuring this event was a grand success. Indeed, they deserve a huge round of applause. Thank the advisory committee for their constant support and guidance, and especially Sri Arun Sharma, Chairman, and also Chairman of Indian Ministry of Shipping. We would like to thank all delegates for attending this occasion, on this occasion. And, but not to forget the dignitaries who are present in the audience, who have not been part of many sessions, but also given their valued inputs for taking this theme forward. We thank you again and indeed obliged to sparing time from busy schedules and being here. We would like to especially thank all the members of the organizing committee and support staff who have worked tirelessly around the clock to make this event find shape. I think they all deserve a huge round of applause. And finally, as I mentioned, the delegates without whom this event could not be a success. These include the Maritime Training Institutes who have sponsored the cadets to attend INMARCO 2022. We are much grateful for patronizing the event and understanding the significance and relevance of the theme and attending. Thank you all so very much. We will now request, yes, I think everybody deserves a huge round of applause. We will now play the national anthem. So I request all of you to stand up and respect.